So we got Sam Black on the right here with Cheeves. Oh, Bloodsoaked Warrior. Check that guy out.
That is
He's
the
champion.
best turn 1 play, right? Oh yeah, I guess you
Either
can
that
play
or Mardu
yeah,
Woe
Woe
Reaper.
Reaper.
But yeah, the two 1-drops he has in his deck are definitely the best turn 1 plays. I will
double
concur.
checking.
Oh, look at this expedition on the left. What a fancy gentleman he is.
That's pretty. It looks like a swamp, but it's a canopy vista.
It did look like a swamp. I was like, that's a dark. I think it's because the foiling process makes it look darker, if not in a certain light.
Yeah.
I have a goal of trying to collect all these expeditions, but it's not an easy goal. Oh,
Holy
attack
moly.
for 3.
Chief of the Edge on turn 2 for Sam Black. This has got to be one of the best starts you can have.
That's standards wild in the cattle right there.
It's a lightning bolt.
Also, you get that guy back when he dies. Like, that's a good deal. That guy's not going to do anything.
All Aaron can do is play a 1-1, and you know Sam Black can just attack in.
He's got a silk wrap in hand. Oh, but you just play? Do you play? Oh no, I guess not.
Well, you're bashing an
offer. He has Mardu Strike Leader. Do you just play that guy?
Like hardcast him?
Yeah, he costs 3 to hardcast and 4 to
dash.
Yeah.
I think Sam has another untapped land. Wow, this next turn, Sam might just kill Aaron on
He's got
turn
9
4.
power. He's got 9 power here.
On turn 4, he might kill Aaron.
Yeah, he just goes land dash, and then like you can't block it unless you have 2 guys.
Yes.
This is why I love the Cheeves. Cheeves are super underrepresented. It's real sad. These guys are legit.
This is... All right, Anafenza, is he going to attack? No. Okay, so he's going to leave up some blockers.
He has to block 1 creature with his 2 creatures. If he attacks, he's dead. Like, that's just the straight dead. Oh, man. Sam can still Silk Wrap a blocker and attack for 9. Put him to 2.
Does he have a Silk Wrap in his
hand?
hand? Did you see it?
Oh
my
hand.
gosh.
I witnessed it with my own 2 eyes.
Holy moly.
There it is, there in the back.
Yeah, that's got to be the play then. A Silk Wrap.
Well, yeah, he's only got lands otherwise. Yep, that guy's gone. 9 ya. Go to 2. But, I mean, on the bright side, if Aaron can play 5 creatures, he can block all 3.
Oh, hey, that's a good point.
So that's a good...
Except for the fact that he has a dash card in his hand still.
So 8 creatures. No, he can play 7 then. He plays 7 creatures.
Okay, all right, I see.
Realistic. There's realistic ways to get out of this situation. This has to be the end, right? Does Aaron have Languish? No.
He's the aggro deck. He's the Abzan aggro deck.
I just wanted to make sure, man. I'm just checking. I'm thinking of these Abzan outs. Abzan outs.
Yeah. Well, new meta confirmed.
The only problem with Sam's draw this game was that it's a turn 5 win and not a turn 4 win.
That yeah, that might push some people off of the deck.
That's real rough. It's real hard for.
I can only imagine.
I think emotionally it's a real beating. Because who really wants to play a deck that wins on turn 5 instead of turn 4?
I think the only Rhino that Aaron could be playing here is the Scooper Rhino.
Oh, I made a mistake actually. Since he's rushing the wait, does the Marduk guy put a creature in after damage is dealt, or just
when it attacks? But it's not attacking.
Okay, so
yeah, the token itself is not attacking.
So 7 creatures then. That was correct.
Yes.
You just need 7 blockers. It's possible.
Okay. I'll believe you.
Wait, no, I meant impossible. That's right.
Oh,
I just got the 2 confused. That was my bad.
Gotcha.
So sorry guys, I didn't mean for any confusion at home. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna have he's gotta have a removal spell for the Blood Generator, like an Abzan charm or an Ultimate Price. Then he blocks another. He's gotta have. That's the end. Whoop.
Yep.
All right, turn 5 win for Sam Black with Cheeves.
You guys wanted to see it, and we gave it to you.
Achievement unlocked, I guess you could say.
Aaron can only shake his head and say, wow. Sam's got to be like, yep, that was my nut draw, and did some work. We go to the back match between Will Hawkman and Steven. We're going with Kecker.
I wonder if Will's playing nervously because he's... Oh, look at these RK Post tokens. These are sweet. These are available at Grand Prix CTAC, actually.
Huh. Dragon Fodder tokens.
RK Post loves making tokens like
Sure.
this. And he has literally 1 million of them, so these are obviously Will's Dragon tokens.
All right, looks like Steve is on a healthy amount of life, has a Soulfire Grandmaster. Will doesn't have too much on the board. I think I saw at least a Titan's presence in his hand. Couldn't tell quite else what was in there.
me tell you how annoying Soulfire Grandmaster can be against this deck.
Oh, how about 2 lifelinkers?
That's probably worse than 1. The funny thing is, Will can still be like green mana source.
Well, there's a Become Immense now.
And he has a Titan Strength in hand.
I think he has, yeah, I think he has the
God,
Teamer Battle Rage too.
I wonder if he, can he win here?
He doesn't have,
He has Teamer Battle Rage.
Okay.
Is that another Titan
I think it's
underneath?
2 Teamer Battle Rages, yeah. Oh, and the Murderous Cut in response.
Yeah, that's rough.
And then that's one of the downfalls of this deck. Or maybe one of the cuts of this deck, I should say. Not one of the hero's downfalls.
Nice.
It is very susceptible to spot removal.
Yes, as long as you have it at the right time.
And yeah, Steve is just content attacking with another lifelink. Will falling down to, I can't imagine it's 18, but we'll see about that life total here. 14, there we go. Green source looks like a Wooded Foothills.
It's a little, yeah, a little too late.
A little
but
late to the party.
Nevertheless, like, he did get the Murderous Cut out of the hand.
Sure.
And he still has Teamer Battle Rage and Become Immense, but
Crackling Doom is in Steve's hand.
Steve at 20, yeah, also Steve at 21. Neither of those 2 factors are very good for Will here. Also got the Atarka's Command, that's pretty solid. Soulfire Grandmaster's a real obnoxious card in this matchup for the Atarka Red deck. Especially because the Atarka Red deck actually doesn't have that much removal. So
no, very, very little.
If you can get to like 5 mana, you can just keep recurring things like Fire Impulse or Wild Slash, and it's, I mean, the lifelink, giving your sorceries lifelink. So like even Steve's Crackling Doom would gain him 2 life. It's pretty relevant.
Yep.
It adds up.
Unlike some of the other Atarka Red decks we've seen, Will has 2 Exquisite Firecraft as removal. But
that's interesting. Yeah, that's very uncommon.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, sometimes like 4 uncounterable damage is real good.
How about when your opponent's at 21? Is that?
It's not as good.
Okay.
It loses some of the oomph. We actually have Exquisite Firecraft in our queue when we're thinking of cutting it, just because it's like we have too many. There's so many 4 damage burn spells.
Ooh, is buying back Crackling Doom good when you have a Soulfire Grandmaster?
It doesn't seem bad.
Yeah.
I think if I was going to rate it on a scale of 1 to good, I would say it's probably closer to the good end.
How about if it was at the end of the opponent's turn?
Probably better.
Okay, just making sure.
How do you feel if you're Will here and you have no creatures?
Probably
not great, right?
The opposite of how Steve feels.
How do you feel if you're Steve going up to 25 life right now with a Crackling Doom buyback in hand?
Pretty good. I mean, he's only attacking in for 2, but buybacking Crackling Doom every turn is pretty nice. We're gonna actually flip over to our other main feature match real quick.
It's probably gonna take about 6 minutes for Sam to. Oh, we already have a Bloodsoaked champion on board? Jeez. Well, Sam doesn't waste any time.
Yeah. Off to a
He's like,
battle.
come on, buddy. I got some vegetarian cuisine to eat.
Is he vegetarian?
I don't know. I think so, but I'm not sure.
Come on, you can't just say that and not.
I didn't. I said I think so. I didn't. There was no confirmation.
All right. So Aaron was on the play this time, of course. It was a Foothills into a Strand.
Look at all these foil lands.
Forest into Plains, all foil.
Aaron Acosta's a baller.
Do ballers beat warriors?
I don't think so.
Is it like cowards?
It's
can't
like
be
cowards
blocked?
and warriors,
Okay,
yeah. Ballers can't block warriors. But that's mostly because of Blood Chin Rager, not because of any inherent quality
Sure.
within the coward or baller or warrior.
Silkrap's going to take care of that Bloodsoaked champion.
Well, someone had to.
Sam had that same curve, actually.
Yeah.
He just drew a Bloodsoaked Chief of the Edge.
It's called Cheeve.
Ay.
Yeah. Pretty soon you'll just do it without thinking about it. It's like the James Bond song you got stuck in my head.
I'm gonna refuse to.
That's real rude. Why would you do that?
Turn 3 Anafenza, paying a life off that Llanowar Wastes. Does Sam have a Silkrap? He does not.
Doesn't look good.
Although Bloodchin Rager does a lot of work.
He does all the work.
All of it.
And then Aaron will be like, I'll just play a second Anafenza to double blow. Oh no, it didn't work out as planned.
Again, so it was Craig Wesco's deck we saw earlier that was black-white, just black-white. It had like a Sunken Hollow and a Prairie Stream in the deck that, fetchable.
Fetchable, right.
But it also had 3 Disdainful Stroke and a Negate in the sideboard.
Yeah.
The same thing with Sam Black here. He has 3 Disdainful Stroke and a Negate in the sideboard.
They like the blue cards in the sideboard off of
his straight black-white deck.
I mean, when you get the lands like Prairie Stream and Sunken Hollow, it's kind of just a bonus, you know?
Sure. Those cards are very good in the matchups. You know, you want them, obviously.
So interesting. He attacks with Anafenza, but then Sam gets to crack back for 5? 6?
I saw at least one Rhino in Aaron's hand, so maybe he thinks he can race this. Oh, he also has a Murderous Cut here.
Okay, that's relevant. Oh no! Do you have a Valor? I think, does Sam have a Valorous stance in hand? He might.
If he does, this is a blowout.
This is real good. You
Oh,
just
no.
feel like indestructible.
Oh, he's going to target the Bloodshin Rager, actually.
I think that's the better target.
Okay, yeah.
Because they're both dealing 3, and Bloodshin Rager really hurts your game plan.
Oh, so he's actually taking 6 damage here then.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
And another play to follow
Yeah,
up.
that Valorous stance was very, very good there.
I think Aaron realizes, oh, that might have been a mistake.
Also, he just delved for Murderous Cut,
Mhm.
which means that Sam's Wasteland Strangler is now turned on.
That's a great point.
Yeah, that's extremely relevant, especially because most of Aaron's blockers are going to going to be susceptible to that.
Sure.
And if he plays Siege Rhino, that's actually just fine because Sam only loses 1 guy.
Yep.
Which is one of the best parts of Bloodshin Rager. Like when you attack with it, even if they double block, you're only losing 1 guy and maybe killing 1 guy. So
I think Aaron has a Wingmate Rock in his hand too, though, that he is able to cast this turn should he attack and opt to get the raid
that
trigger.
still only blocks 1 guy though.
Yeah, but like
It's not terrible.
you don't have to block, and if you do, you're still, you know,
If he doesn't block, he goes to 1. That's extremely dangerous.
it is extremely dangerous. We'll see what his game
We
plan
like
is
to
here.
live dangerously.
Oh, actually, the Flooded
he'd
Strand.
be dead.
Yep.
He'd be dead.
The Flooded Strand.
Oh, I think he's just going Siege Rhino.
So he's going to take... Oh,
He's-
Colorless. He's playing Colorless off of the Lanor Waste. Yeah.
He's like, I would rather not die if I don't have to.
All right. And Rhino is certainly a good blocker.
Yep, 13.
All it takes is a Silk Wrap or another Valorous Stance from Sam, though.
That would actually be brutal.
Yep. And he probably brought another one from the sideboard in, so he has 2 main deck, probably a 3rd.
Shambling Vent. Looks like 2 lands and a Wasteland Strangler for Sam.
Okay. I wonder, do you still attack in here with everything?
I feel like you... Well, it's rough because then you get Bloodshin Rager blocked, which is the best card you can actually block. And you only put Aaron to 7, which is not good enough. On the bright side, you do get to play Wasteland Strangler post-combat and kill one of the...
And it's a 1-for-1, right?
Yeah.
Any reach in Sam's deck? He does have 3 Gideons.
By reach, I thought you meant like Giant Spider. And I was like, I don't know if that's going to be relevant here, Kenji.
He doesn't have any burn per se, or no like drain life effects.
Yeah, usually they don't. Does he have any Secure the Wastes? I doubt it.
He does in the sideboard. He has 2.
Yeah, that's probably for like the control matchups, I would imagine. So he does get in there actually, and I think he's going to do what we said, which is like prioritize the ability to kill one of these guys with Wasteland Strangler, and then he still gets to play Shambling Vent, which is 2 more creatures on board for next turn.
I assume Sam's going to kill the Rhino here, since Anafenza can be taken care of with Silk Wrap should Sam draw that next turn. All right, the Strangling we will go.
He's like, let me read. Let me.
Aaron's like, I've seen this during draft before, but what does this do?
He's like, oh, I do have cards exiled. How funny.
So Sam chooses which one goes. Okay, but it doesn't matter. They're both lands, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was a Flooded Strand of Wooded Foothill, so not entirely relevant. Sam could do some mathematical calculations to see which land is. It doesn't matter. There's no way to get him back. Even like Tassiger doesn't get lands back, so.
Wow. Aaron's actually going to use his Flooded Strand there. I don't know if I would have done that.
Well, he wants to, if he draws Wingmate Rock, he wants to be able to get a, yeah, like a, oh, I guess it's going to come into play tapped anyway.
Yeah.
Or untapped anyway because he has 2 basics.
Like, if he just drew another untapped land, he wouldn't have to pop off. And now, because any 2 creatures are lethal.
Yeah. Because they're all 3 power.
Yes.
This is accurate. Plus, he has to attack with Anafenza to trigger the raid if he wants it.
Correct.
But he still only puts him tapped out, and with only 2 creatures to Sam's at least 3, let alone 4 with the Shambling Vent. So I don't think that was.
All right, he's got to go for it though.
The difference between 6 and 7 life here is actually huge.
Yes.
Oh, and he did have the land.
Oh, that might come back to haunt him.
He doesn't. He's basically dead. Sam just had alphas, right?
Well, that doesn't.
He could have Murderous Cut, but he doesn't have 5 cards in his grave. It only has 3.
No, Sam can only put him to 1 if he activates the vents, but.
How he blocked? Oh, because it's a 6. Okay, you're right.
But still, like all of the 3 power creatures, just any removal spell there.
And Sam does not have one, unfortunately.
I think look, he drew another land.
Oh, this is so rough. That was actually that's pretty good for Aaron. Sam is just shy.
Yep. Sam's going to need to find a strike leader would have been nice.
Strike leader would have been real nice.
Actually would have won. So he has 3 stasis snares.
Valor Stance would have done it.
Murderous Cut, yeah.
He had a lot of answers, actually.
Sure. Ultimate Price, if those came in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Silk Wrap. Yeah, there's a lot of answers for Sam. I don't like having to pass this back, actually.
This is where Aaron
It
turns
looks
the
like,
corner.
Yeah, it looks it looks like Sam's probably going to 2 here.
Is this another?
It's a Gideon emblem kill you.
Oh, that's lethal.
That's lethal.
Does he go for it? He does. Activate. Emblem. Combat. I would like to attack with both of my 4 power flyers.
Funny enough, I feel like Sam got flooded that game.
And
like
yeah.
drawing infinite lands with the Warriors deck is not really ideal because the Warriors deck doesn't actually have a lot of card selection. You're at the mercy of your top decks, whereas like Aaron might have Abzan Charms or you know, even like there's a lot of 2-for-1s. Like he does have 4 Abzan Charms actually, but like Wingmate Rock is kind of like a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
Dramoka's Command can be a 2-for-1, but like you know, Sam Black's deck is a lot of 1-for-1s and a lot of just drawing off the top of your deck, and that's you're at the mercy of your top decks.
We're gonna go back to our secondary feature match here. Will Hawkman and Steve Kecker.
So Will's got all his colors, and he's got the Abbot of Carol Keep advantage here. Carol Keep being from Chandra's home plane.
Speaking of planeswalkers.
Is that a Jace?
Dark Jeskai, I would assume so.
Could be a Nissa.
Dark Jeskai, I would assume so.
Could be a... Yeah, right. You got this. Gosh. Kithian. It could be Kithian.
It could.
No, it couldn't.
It could.
It would never be Kithian.
Yeah, but it could.
I don't like you anymore.
All right, Fiery Impulse is going to take care of the Jace.
As it should. That's like the... that's basically like the custom-made Jace removal spell.
Triggers the Abbot of Prowess. Steve's going to take 3 there. Should be falling 12, I believe. We'll see what Steve can follow up with. Looks like a Shambling Vents and pass. All right.
It's funny when Abbot of Curl Keep, when Irish Shaman first came out, everyone thought it was going to be very, very good. The ability to just flip a card, get a free land or whatever. But it turned out Abbot of Carol Keep, which is very similar to Irish Shaman, was just better.
Looks like Will just passed the turn after attacking, and Steve took advantage of that. Oditai's Command, gain 4.
Gain 4 Jace.
Bring back
Flip
my Jace.
Negative your Abbot of Carol Keep. Man, Will has not had the best draws these games.
Seems very slow, yes.
Unfortunate.
Oof.
Oh, not again. Will's like, no.
So I think Steve only has 3 cards in his graveyard right now. Oh, well,
4.
make that 4.
And that's a flip.
So you can actually flash back the Fiery Impulse should he choose to now. Gain 3 life.
I feel like I would. Yeah, you gain 3 and you kill the Abbot. That seems perfect.
It ain't bad.
Puts you exactly where you want to be against the Atarka Red deck when they have no creatures.
It ain't bad.
Look at these 2 Expedition Cinderglades over here on Will Hawkman's side of the board. Also a baller, as they say.
I think everybody's balling.
So many ballers.
They're playing standard. That is the mark for me. You play standard, you're a baller.
That's it, man.
Yep.
Legacy, that's a peasant format. Standard's where all the money is.
All right, Jace, activate. Snap, discard something that I can't see. Flip the Jace.
Wonder if we can get their graveyard a little closer.
Looks like he is going to flash back that Fiery Impulse in response. Well, Titan Strength's not going to save it by itself if there are 2 other cards.
Is it Mastered?
It is, but I believe so anyways.
Okay, we're just going to hop over to the other match instead.
All right, let's go back to our main feature match between Sam Black, Aaron Acosta.
This match has been going pretty quick. And with Atarka Red on the back table, it's even if Atarka Red's not the one winning, the matches are still pretty quick because you can usually tell pretty early in the games like who's going to win, you know. Either Atarka Red wins or it kind of runs out of gas.
I'm assuming Aaron must be on a mulligan here if Sam Black is already keeping his 7.
Do you remember when Bloodsoaked Warrior was just a beating?
I do. It was like 5 minutes ago.
Not by the blood on my chinny chin chin, good sir.
You're a pig.
That's I like what you did there.
All right, we're gonna move back to our other secondary match while those guys are finishing up.
We're just gonna show you whatever match has action going on. So, oh, there we go. There we go. Let's see.
So maybe it was only for 2. Oh, and a crackling doom now. All right.
Is that land equipped with a fire impulse? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Oh, I think he was killing the Soulfire Grandmaster, and in response, he played Crackling Doom to get the extra 2 life
That makes
with
sense.
lifelink, which is just fine.
All right, Jace upticks. Shambling Vent might be activated here.
I feel like it would be. I just want to activate and gain all the life I can.
Sure.
Especially if I get to keep 2 lands up that allow me access to all of my colors.
Sure. That 19 life's pretty good for
I agree.
Chess guy.
That's the world I want to live in with these shambling vents.
Will progresses his board with a nice Hordling outburst. That plays around Jace kind of well, I
What is
guess.
that, 2 goblins and a Richard Nixon? Well, at least we know one of them is not a crook, so that's good. Look at that. So look at this. We got this Jason. He's like, oh, the Crackling Doom? That doesn't seem right. Rolling outburst. Still pulling its weight. Will's like, what does Jace do?
Always making
that
sure
card
that
any
the
good?
Fire Impulse gets exiled there.
Nice. Good catch, Will.
All right, let's go back to our main feature match again. Looks like these players are finally ready. Actually, we're going to a few turns later.
The exiling is very relevant when you're playing Jace.
Yes. That would be OP, as they say.
As they say, and also when you're delving things.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, for Jeskai Black, the cards being exiled is very relevant.
So Sam didn't have a turn 1 play or a turn 2 play, it looks like.
Well, no, he just fetched, so he could, there's still time that he plays.
Oh, so this is his turn 2.
This is his turn 2,
I see.
There you go.
Hey,
I think it would actually be virtually impossible for Sam to not have a turn 2 play. I think there's like 26 cards in his deck that are 2 drops or 1 drops.
Well, no, not 16. 16.
That's still a lot.
That is a lot, yeah. Chances are.
Well, he also has 4 Silk Wraps, which he probably would have played on Warden here, I would imagine.
Should he not have had, yeah, a creature
Right,
to
so
play.
I think he had 20 things he could play on turn 2. Oh, yes. Get in there with the I get so excited on the Chief of the Edge.
I hear a slight bias.
The blood. I'm just a Chief fan, man. This is a huge achievement.
So Sam missed his 3rd land drop. Aaron had opted to pump up his Warden of the First Tree.
I would have said pump up his jams.
Would you have?
I mean, I always pump up the jams.
I think you said that before, though. So
Do you think so?
yes.
Do I pump up the jams regularly, do you think? Oh. Really? Do you think it's that guy or it's the Bloodshin Rager?
Well, you said it was the Rager, but I said it was the.
Interesting.
I mean, I guess it depends. If Aaron doesn't have, you know, too many more threats to go along. It looks like I see double Dramoka's command in his hand.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
Oh,
So he wants to get rid of the higher power one.
I don't want Chiefs to lose. What do we do?
Remember, both these players are still locked.
That's true.
Oof.
Oh, that's very good.
That is brutal.
Brutes, oh toots. Where's your Dramoka's command now?
Well, how about a Siege Rhino?
Where's your Dragon Lord now? Siege Rhino, that guy doesn't do anything.
Well, it gives him a creature to use the Dramoka's command to fight the Bloodshin Rager. It destroys the Silk Wrap. I think it does a little bit.
It does nothing. You're
Oh.
basically just making things up right now.
Oh yeah, it drains 3 life.
You know what? These are not real things.
Yeah, Rhino still proving how powerful.
Yeah, he still gets the job done. Oh, but Aaron has to take up whole point? Oof. Aaron's basically dead here.
Brutal.
So he should go up to 14. 15? Yeah, he went from 13 to 12, then he gained 3, so 15. 15 to 10, is that accurate? How is Sam so low?
Rhinoceros hits the battlefield. Well, the Warden had hit in at least, what, twice, and then...
Oh, Valorous Stance.
Snap Valorous Stance.
And a second Bloodshin
Wow.
Rager.
Okay.
Where's your Dramoka command now?
I mean, he couldn't put a counter on Sam Black's creature if he wants to.
He could. Just to get a Warden back, is that worth it?
Is that an ultimate price in his hand? I think it was.
That's fine. I got backups.
You have 2 chins?
I got 2 chins, bro. Double chins. I got chins in different area codes.
Yeah, Aaron's not looking... Well, you know, he can put the counter on one of the Bloodshin and then ultimate price it. Hey, found the line.
There you go.
Found
That's
the line.
actually, then you get your Warden and you get to kill the
Yep.
other guy. I think he's going to do that, actually.
I think he's using Dramoka's command first.
That doesn't, don't do it. Don't do it, Aaron.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, wait, that's
No,
what,
that's
that
what
was
you
what
wanna Dang it. See, I thought that was right, but then you started doubting yourself, and I'm like, oh, no, that's not correct at all.
I suggested the play, then doubted myself, and then you...
And then I followed suit.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's got to be right. He knew what the right play was.
Yeah. All right. So here it is. And notice how he's playing around the Valorous stance this time, as opposed to doing that on the main phase, you know.
The thing that's fine about this is just it's a 2-for-2. He trades Dramoka
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Ultimate Price for Warden and Bloodsoaked Ranger.
The thing is, he's getting his creature back for that second Dramoka's command. That's the important thing.
Second Dramoka's command?
I believe he does.
You're not just making this up?
I'm pretty sure I saw 2 Dramoka's commands in an Ultimate Price. The price is right now. Yeah.
Oh, that Bloodsoaked Ranger paid the Ultimate Price.
And I think it was, in fact, another Dramoka's command.
Sam, just play double Chiva. Oh, that's real good.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's great.
So does he Silk Wrap here, or is he... Oh, he's going to dash.
You 100% dash and, like... Because he doesn't know about the Dramoka's command, right? So
Fair.
you just 100%
Yep.
dash, get 4 in there, that unblockable, and then make it 2-1.
Again, Aaron, like,
It's
what
like,
does this draft
yes.
rare do?
I've seen this get past me before, but I didn't know it was any good.
And these are 2/1 tokens for those of you not in the know.
Man, those are real good.
Warriors, in fact.
Chiefs. They're called Chiefs. Come on, get it together.
There are no Chiefs on the battlefield right now.
There's infinite Chiefs out here. There's actually 3. Well, to be fair, that guy's not the Warden of the first tree is not a Chief yet.
Fair enough.
But he does become one.
Yep. Aaron falls down to 6 here. That's very scary. That's very scary. All right. Dramoka's command in hand. He's going to need to rip a nice one here. And remember, Sam Black has another Soul Wrap in his hand.
Yeah, so, I mean, Sam definitely has some resiliency here. He's definitely going to... He's at 10, which is actually pretty high when the only threat that Aaron has is a Warden of the first tree.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just Dramoka's command now?
You have to kill the Bloodsoaked Ranger anyway, right?
He didn't. He passed.
Because you can't block the Strike Leader. Oh, gosh.
Murder. Oh my God. Letting Sam draw that was insane. Now he just responds to the Dramoka's command with a murderous cut.
Yeah, if Sam had a land here, he would win. But
oh, Sam, don't do it.
oh, he looks like he's going to go for the Silk Wrap and then respond with the cut.
I'd still rather just keep Murderous Cup up because he can't block right now, right? So you just attack for 4.
Sure.
See what happens. Don't Silk Wrap yet because that guy can't even block.
Now remember, if Aaron lets Sam go to combat, the Bloodsoaked Ranger is going to trigger.
Yeah.
And so he has to pull the trigger now.
Yes.
And then Sam's like, cut you, bro?
Get cut on, bro. Yeah, that's perfect because now Sam can, after post-combat, he can just play Mardu Strike Leader for 3. This is what I was hoping would happen because I don't want him to waste the 2 mana for Silk Wrap when he can just deploy another threat afterwards. He sounds like, I'm not gonna be able to let you do that. Sorry, bro. Put him in the bin. Put that dude in the trash can.
Aaron falls to 2, post-combat Strike Leader, and now we need to see like a Languish, which we know does not exist.
That does not exist, and this is real good for Sam Black.
Oh wait, not to mention Aaron only has 1 source of black, and it's a Llanowar Waste.
So he can go to 1 and Languish, and then Sam just like rushes in the other Mardu Strike Leader, so I don't see that happening. That was a sick match.
And Sam's going to take that one 2-1.
Wow, that was fantastic.